If you have seen the second chapter of my MetaHuman Crowd System tutorial series, well, you know that working with too many bindings can easily lead to error. That's why I have created a little debugging system. So, let's get started. First, we have to create wrong binding to test the debug system. Go to R&D Grooms, Hair, Binding, and here filter by Groom Binding. Search for all 00 groom bindings. Remember, in the Assign Hair function, the variable R&D Hair assigns the hair. In our case, we create errors only for hair 00. So, change the target face skeletal mesh for each hair 00 binding. Remember that the last number of the binding name matched to the R&D MH index variable, which assigned the MetaHuman. And its face must match the target skeletal mesh of the binding, so just change the face skeletal mesh to have wrong binding. Play simulation and check if we have some problem with groom. Here is it. As you see, the wrong hair is exactly the one we manipulated. Well, now let's see how the system works. First, you have to add to the MetaHuman blueprint two render text components, one for the random body, or better for the random face in our case, and one more for the random groom. To add a render text, go to Add and search for it. Rename it and center its horizontal alignment. I prefer also change the color to black. Delete the text in the panel. I've used it just like a sample, but I don't want it when I work with the crowd in the level. I will only activate it if there are problems with the grooms. Now go in the event graph. Here I've added 3 new variables, 2 booleans and 1 enumeration. With the first boolean, we decided to give the MetaHuman the possibilities to be bold or not. If we are testing the hair, we want all the MetaHuman to have hair. When this boolean value is false, the code simply ignores the function and assigns hair. The second boolean is for activate the debug mode. If we are in the debug mode, the switch on int output returns the name of the groom we have chosen in the enum. To create it, right-click, Blueprint and Enumeration. In this enum, I will simply name each row based on the groom's name. Make it editable to create a drop-down menu in the detail panel of the blueprint. Then you can simply select the groom's name you need, and the switch on int in the blueprint will return the corresponding number. Let's see how it works. Here, with the hair selected, wow, the hair is exactly like the one we changed with the wrong binding. As you can see, we can switch very easily from one type of groom to other. Now let's take a realistic example. Let's select all the MetaHumans and disable debug mode. Let's run the simulation and see if anything's wrong. There it is. Now let's check which groom isn't working. In this case we know it's the hair, since everything else is fine. Now we can re-enable debug mode by selecting the hair, run the simulation and check which number of hairs is wrong. Here is it, is number 00. Obviously just one of those with the wrong target skeletal mesh. Finally, let's see how variables are assigned to text. By selecting a name from the drop-down menu in the Detail panel, the switch-on-int function determines which code block to activate. If we select here, the node will return 0 and activate the first block, and so on. Then, from the blueprint structure, the rnd variable will extract the name of the groom we are using, and this will be the value of the setText nodes. Finally, to assign a name to the body debug rendering text, we simply need to use the nhrnd index as variable for the blueprint structure. Actually, it will be better to call the variable faceDebug. Just rename it and you're done. With this debugging system, you can easily understand where the error is, without having to frenetically search through all the binding assets. Cool. That's all for now. In the next chapter we will finally see how to dress our metahumans, and so stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. For the rest, enjoy life always and, of course, ciao!